The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus 1 week later review. Still worth it? Find out after my intro. Hi guys, this is Zilla. I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to talk about the S9 Plus 1 week later. Is it still worth getting or not, and what do I think about it and any issues I've had, so stay tuned for that. It's not going to be that long a video because it's not a full review. I don't think a week's long enough to give a full detailed feedback of a device, but it is a little update to how I've been getting on with my S9 Plus. Now I've got the Exynos 9810 version here in the UK with 6 gigs of RAM. My one came with 128 gigabytes of storage. It's also the dual SIM version. I know a lot of the reviews out there are based on the Snapdragon versions, so my take is going to be very different to other people's. Now I did get 2 S9 Pluses, and before I go into how I'm finding the device, let me just give you a little bit of a advice from where I'm sitting. When I've got the phones, set them up, I used the restore facility, you know, with your Samsung account to restore all my apps, data for the apps, home screen and everything onto my S9 Plus. Once that was done, I was having issues with the phone. It was not, well, both of them. Google Photos wasn't populating my screen with all my old photos. It wasn't showing any of my old videos. It kept saying getting photos for 2 days on the trot. There are other micro stutters. There's issues with certain apps, battery drain and so on. So I thought, okay, let me reset both the devices, factory clean reset, and I'll use Smart Switch. Now a lot of YouTubers are saying use Smart Switch is the fastest way of setting up your new S9 Plus, and I agree, it is the fastest way. So I tried it. I used the USB connector that comes in the box, plugged into my S9 Plus, used the cable into my Note 8, and did it that route. And again, I had the same issues. I was having issues with Google Photos. I was having issues with, you know, other apps, battery drain, and so on. So this was really puzzling me, and I was starting to get a bit panicky. So what I did was I did a factory reset again on both of my devices. And what I did was I was also using a memory card that I'd taken out from a Note 8. And I thought that might be an issue, as well as trying to restore data, because the Note 8 is still running on Android 7.0. So I thought it's restoring data for apps and things that are really the Android 7.0 versions. So I thought, okay, I took the memory card, saved everything off of it onto a hard drive, put it into my S9 Plus, and reformatted the memory cards to wipe it clean. I also then did fresh installs, meaning I didn't restore anything except my contacts, which automatically get restored when you sign into your Google account. And I'm happy to say it worked perfectly. It took longer to do, but it works flawlessly now, the phone. Since then, I haven't had a single crash. I haven't had a single issue with any of the apps. I haven't had any failure, battery drain. It's still in that learning process where it's learning my usage. And the battery life is continuously improving throughout the day. So while we're on battery life, let me tell you what I'm getting at the moment. I'm getting around 18 to 19 hours of standby time, with around 6 to 6.5 hours of screen on time during that period, which is pretty good over a period of a day to have that. So I've got quite a lot of battery left when I come home at night, and I've had plenty of usage from the actual phone while I've been out all day. I also have done a slight test. This isn't scientific, it's just a sort of general test. What I found was if I use the screen set at the Quad HD setting instead of Full HD, the Quad HD over a period of a day uses approximately an hour more battery. So meaning I get an hour less screen on time when I'm using the Quad HD setting, and I get an hour more when I use Full HD setting. just in case anyone's wondering about that out there. In terms of build quality, I am using cases on both the devices, but I haven't used any screen protectors yet. And I carry both phones in my pockets. And I'm happy to say there's no nicks, there's no scratches, the screens are still flawless. Build quality is exceptional. I haven't got any squeaks, rattles, no misalignments, no light leakage, nothing. So build quality is first rate, no issue there at all. Speakers are absolutely phenomenal. They're better than the iPhone X speakers. They get extremely loud. I will be doing an iPhone X versus an S9 Plus video next week, early next week. So stay tuned for that. But the speakers are fantastic. They're an excellent addition to the phone. And while we're talking about music and sound performance, something that's blown me away, and this is something no one talks about. No one talks about this. The 3.5mm headphone jack. People go, yes, they've included it, but they don't talk anything further about the headphone jack. And I don't want to go into a rave about this because it'll take too long. But the headphone output is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm not kidding, guys. It is breathtakingly good. You can tell that AKG has got involved in the phone. The headphone jack I find, and remember I'm using the Exynos version, so I have a separate DAC in the phone as opposed to the Snapdragon versions that use, I believe they use the DAC that's built into the chipset. What I find is I've got a set of Sennheiser HD 600 headphones, which are extremely high impedance headphones, 300 ohms. Basically what that means is they're reference type headphones. They're legendary. People use them as reference headphones when they're listening to music and recording and so on. These headphones are designed for studio usage. They're designed for professionals. And they are extremely hard for a mobile phone to drive those headphones. Really difficult. The S8 Plus really couldn't drive them loud enough. It drove them, but they sounded tinny. There's only 3 phones that I found in the past: the LG V20, the LG V30, and the original Xiaomi Mi Mix that could drive those Sennheiser HD 600s to a loud enough volume and with enough bass and clarity. I'm happy to report my S9 Pluses can drive the HD 600s perfection. Absolute perfection. You can't imagine. I didn't think that would work. I saw my Sennheiser sitting there. I picked him up, plugged him in. I thought, let me test it. And boy, was I glad I tested it. Headphones, amazing. Remember, Exynos version here, Exynos. Absolutely breathtaking. Love them. To me, it sounds better than the LG V30. It sounds better than the LG V20 because they don't use the quad DAC when you're using lower impedance headphones, whereas the S9 Plus uses the same DAC regardless of the impedance of the headphones. That's what I love about it. Beautiful. Screen, nothing to say. Perfect screen. And I notice it's not as saturated looking as the Note 8 or the S8 Plus. The reds have been slightly toned down. You can see it's a lot more calibrated. It's not a lot sharper. I'm being stupid now, but it is. To my eyes, it's just more pleasing. It's more accurate. It doesn't seem so cartoonish, which I really love. I love the size of the screen. I love the size of the phone. For me, it's the perfect size and dimension. Honestly, guys, honestly. Cameras, outstanding. Now, when I first got the S9 Plus, I had slight micro stutters in the video recording, especially when you're using the higher frame rates or the higher resolutions like 4K. Tiny micro stutters here and there. Now, I'm happy to say within, I think it was 48 hours of getting the S9 Plus, Samsung sent out a update, which is perfect. They basically gave us the March security update patch, and they put improvements into the cameras. And now that micro stutters are no longer in the cameras, they work without the stutters. Really, really like those cameras. The slow-mo is great fun. Really like that feature. But you need a lot of light to use it effectively. Otherwise, the quality is not so good. I'm enjoying using a dual aperture. That's something I've been waiting for a long time. I don't like compromising and having to have a low aperture for bright shots, because to me it softens the image. So cameras, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, work flawlessly. Obviously there are little niggles here and there, but I'm still testing it in more depth, and I'll release a video about that. Oh, Samsung Experience Skin. It's very, very fast, it's very, very fluid, and it moves like lightning. This isn't the Samsung of old. If you're worried about its lag, it's gonna lag. This doesn't lag. This thing moves like lightning. It's poo poo poo. It's fast. That extra 6 gigs of RAM makes a big difference. I've been saying this for a long time, since last year. It's fast, it's fluid, it's smooth. The experience it's quicker than my iPhone 10, and that surprised me. It's actually quicker than my Pixel XL in certain things. It's actually quicker than a lot of my other devices, and that surprised me. I thought it would be kind of on par, but in some circumstances it's quicker. Like opening certain apps, it's faster. It's faster going through certain menus and so on. That could be down to animations. I don't know, but so far in the week I've had it, and remember it's only a week. I wait at least a month to do a full in-depth review, because that gives it enough time to bed in, the battery to be settled and everything. So a week later, I'm not having any lag. I'm not having any issues in performance. RAM management, I'm finding, is extremely good. It holds a lot of apps in the RAM management. It's fantastic. Really, and there's lots of little features I really like. For example, having a option for secure Wi-Fi, where now the phones have a built-in VPN, where it will upload things to the Samsung servers and encrypt it end to end, so it keeps all your data safe from hackers and so on. And that is a feature I'm really, I know you can download them, but have it built into the phone, I think takes it to another level. It makes it sort of more into the enterprise sector, for business, for industry, where people's information and data needs to be extremely safe. That's a little feature I really like. Dex is a feature I really like. Dex, we had it before, but I'm just, I'm going on that sort of thing. Dolby Atmos. It's not a gimmick, it actually makes a big difference. It really is that good, I'm telling you guys. I also found with the Samsung app, the stress monitor and things like blood pressure checker, I haven't managed to find a way of getting it to work yet. I don't think it's there I don't know. There isn't an option there, so maybe that will come in an update. I'm not sure entirely. Bluetooth performance is exceptional, very good Bluetooth performance. When I'm using headphones, I can move around the house, go upstairs, and it keeps it connected solidly. I've even gone downstairs, gone out of the front door into the front garden, and they've still stayed connected. There's other devices where I've used the same headphones, and as soon as I've tried to do that, I've gone out the front door, the headphones cut out. So Bluetooth is excellent on there. Samsung Pay is brilliant. Intelligent Scan. Oh, since that update, 2 days after its release here in the UK, Intelligent Scan is fast. I don't care what people say, it's faster than the iPhone 10s. The fact you can just squeeze on the screen with the home button at the bottom, just press it, it lights up, bang, reads your irises or reads your face, whichever the case is, and unlocks instantly. Or you can press the power button, bang, reads it, done. It's lightning quick. I'm not kidding with you guys. It's very, very fast. Exceptionally fast. What else is there? This is a pure raw video. I thought I'd do it off the spur of the moment, just to give you guys some sort of feedback as to what I'm finding with the device. I'm trying to think of any issues I'm having, and I really can't think of anything. I think I'm going to end it there. If you've got any questions and you want to ask me, then please do so in the comments down below. If I haven't answered anything you need to know in this video, do ask me down below. I'm happy to answer them. I pretty much answer everyone's queries, everyone's questions in my comments. I'm one of the very rare YouTubers that actually bothers to do that. And I'm going to say this. Within a week, this is important that you hear this. The S9 Plus, for me, is the king of all smartphones. And I honestly, I'm saying this, no lie, I bought 2 of them with my own cash, so I'm not paid to do this. It is the best smartphone that's ever been built. I don't care, you can argue, you can say what you want. This is just my opinion and the way I use my phone and the things I look for and what I need. It is the best smartphone ever made, and this is a week later. It covers everything I want in a smartphone, everything. Think about, name me a smartphone that has everything. There's a lot of flagships without memory expansion. There's a lot of flagships without headphone jacks. There's a lot of flagships with poor screens. There's a lot of flagships. No, I'd say pretty much a lot of the flagships now have got really good speakers. But you tell me another flagship that's as complete. You've got fast charging, fast wireless charging. The list just mind-boggling. It goes on and on and on. If you're on the fence, you're thinking about should I get it, shouldn't I get it? Just get it. Do yourselves a favor and get it. I'm telling you, you got your return period. If you don't like it, you can return it, get a refund. Just get it. But don't, in the first day or 2, the battery is not going to be great. I will warn you, because the phone's settling, it's downloading data. Because I've got 5 email accounts, it's syncing continuously. I've got all my social medias. I've got so many things continuously needs to pull that information in over a period of a couple of days. It's just pulling in. Give it a few days, give it a week, and you'll see the battery start to settle, and it'll start getting better and better and better. Anyway, that's enough. I'm impressed. Like I said, if you want it, go and get it. Don't worry about what anyone else is saying. Don't even worry about what I'm saying, because this is just my experience. What I'm saying is, make your own mind up, give it a try. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. I don't mind. Anyway, thank you for watching. All of you stay safe. And this is your boy Zilla saying take care and peace.